You need the Phoenix Breath Jade? I'm afraid it's all their fault. The Phoenix Breath Jade I've just received ended up in their bellies before it could even get warm in my hands. If you bring it back to me, I'll give you half. That's even better then. Take this jade shard. You should be able to use it to lure out those gelatinous beasts. I've made countless weapons before, but I don't know how to use them against crystal tigers. I should probably work on my fighting technique too. Here you go. 2 pieces of the Phoenix Breath Jade are yours. Oh, and if you ever need your weapons polishing and restoring, just come to me.
Click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
Well then, let's cast a spell to gather the negative chi in the depths of... You are in your own soul world. Free your spirit from negative chi.
It almost collapsed and is too weak.
But don't worry, there's another way. You return to your school and go to the place of designation. There you can borrow the relics of the previous Swordmaster. As long as the Blade Heart fragment is still alive.
The sacred valley where Cloudrise is located is enormous. The whole of Shenzhou would fit inside it. To facilitate communication between the various schools of the Qin League, they built bases near Cloudrise. They are constantly guarded. New students can return to their respective schools from the plateau of torrential fog.
click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
I may be...
You're here. I haven't seen you for days. You've changed so much that you remind me of the former Moon Sword Master Yin Fei Guang. If he's prudent, then I'm as steadfast as Tai Mountain. Yin Fei Guang is a witty man. He enjoys making friends and going traveling. But at the critical moment, he was the one who risked his life by launching an attack so the others could reinforce the seals of the 5 Heaven Stones. If you do that, I haven't come to the wrong person. Master Kunmudze is already here. You're a student, so listen to all his instructions.
When you're holding it in your hand, it's also time to surrender yourself over to the lunar mirror of distant dreams.
Of course it sounds familiar. Before her enlightenment, the goddess XiaoChun took this artifact with her wherever she went. Every student knows that it's extremely useful.
There's only one lunar mirror of distant dreams in the whole world, and it's kept in intoxicating dreams. My master is actually quite stingy, so how could he?
Pardon?
My master likes to save his money. Why did he... What you're holding in your hand right now is just...
A poor imitation?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean.
If you two keep bickering, I'll make you guard the fire pit for a month. You now have the lunar mirror of distant dreams. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use pets to connect to it and visit unexplored places. And you can even use it to work out the future from the present and the past. I'll cast the spell for you this time. It'll be helpful if you can awaken your blade heart.
I won't hide it from you. My wine contains the tears of the fish people. fingertip of Duke Hang's descendants. Grapes picked by the princess of the western regions in sweet spring water, brewed slowly in the cellar and distilled 3 times. Captured a floating head and confronted it every day. A cold wind blows during the
There's a real resonance. This method seems to work. When the 3 swords were sleeping in the Qiandun stonehouse, I used my soul force from the blade heart to set up a dream world called Intoxicating Dreams. Only those chosen by the blade hearts of the 3 swords can use the soul force of the fragment to sense the blade hearts and connect with them. This way, their spiritual consciousness can even enter Intoxicating Dreams. It is home to many blade heart fragments, and also the treasures and rare talents I have discovered over the years. If you're lucky, you'll encounter them in Intoxicating Dreams.
The main section of the Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams is here. If you wish to use it in the future, you can connect to it by moving your heart.
You? But you can't even drink more than 2 swigs of wine, you little...
既然如此，那这招也是时候传授给你了。
You may well know a few moves with the sword, but you're lacking vitality. Great technique and full vitality are indispensable for those who wield a sword. One may only reach the highest level of swordplay if the 2 perfectly complement each other. Someone else who's much more qualified than I am will instruct you later on. You definitely passed basic training. That much is behind you. I saw what you did during the incident in the Valley of 100 Grasses. You have the diligence as well as the talent. If you weren't taking part in the sword oath of the berserkers later on, I wouldn't permit it. Wine, the drink of the gods. Come on, don't just stand there. Have one with me. Don't be scared. If a berserker doesn't drink, they wouldn't even have the strength to pick up their sword in battle. Come on, drink! It's called sacrificing your life, but you're still preserving yours. Come on, let's drink. Just one more cup. You're drunk. Look at what you're doing there. You learn fast. And you're worthy of my 3 jugs of wine. The way you just activated your vitality, make sure you don't forget it. It will be better. The 3 heroes all have their own strengths in martial arts, and the 10 great berserkers are the 10 best berserker students. The students hold Huaishuang swordbearer Bai Qian and me in high regard, and we number among the 3 heroes. Shang Feiyue, the 3rd hero, is also known as the Swallow. You will have also seen him at the battle. But I've prattled on for long enough. It's late. Go see Bai Chen and Shang Feiyue to get some pointers on your sword technique and movement. Quickly now. And by the way, you can also go see XiaoChun, the leader of the 10 great berserkers, and borrow a copy of the book Legends of the Drunken Master.
打起精神来，虽然百草谷遭逢大难，却也没有到山穷水尽的时候。当年青雅祖师斩杀了误入歧途的老友后，豪饮数十坛美酒，这才悟出了“坛甲酒问”中只愈悲愈强、愈痛愈刚的一路剑法。我辈弟子若是一味沉湎于哀愁自缢，那祖师的一番心血不就白费了吗？要是天心有你1/10的剑法天赋，只怕无名之剑。江湖路远，我日后也不能时时在你身边指点。不过斩封时刻中的2位眼下正在外面游历，你若有修行上的疑难，尽管请教他们。一个叫裘玉衡，因为身法尤其飘逸，得了个流仙客的绰号。但因不喜拘束，向来不在一处久居。迄今已有另一个叫许青兰，修为深厚，见识绵延，灵力宛如江流不绝，还曾蒙紫都仙子亲授神农自语之法。他性子温和，细腻入微，你若遇见，可多跟他讨教几句。行，我也不耽误你的时间了，你这就回去向楚狂客复命吧。
I learned an incredible trick a few days ago. I'd like to discuss it with Hao Zhang if he were here. Such a shame. Very well. One more person would mean more power anyway. The Devastators have already retreated, but unfortunately the unnamed sword was stolen and the Lunar Crown Tree is fighting for its life. The Valley of 100 Grasses needs our protection now more than ever. Do what I do. Practice the movements you learned again. As you know, redoubtable fighters from all over the country came to the school back then. They only gathered out of admiration for Grandmaster Qinyang. That's why the traditional berserker sword techniques are so diverse in nature to this day. After the Grandmaster's death, the most formidable students were able to eliminate problems themselves, though standardizing all the different sword techniques was difficult. Fortunately, Lan Yaoqi gave them a groundbreaking piece of advice. This led to the creation of a unique direction.
斩锋剑术讲究至强至快，随性而发，其中真意不知你已领悟几成。若是准备完毕，便来展示给我看吧。
The great epiphany of swordsmanship which the berserkers strive for can often only be reached following great sorrow or a great loss. The incident in the Valley of 100 Grasses offers you the perfect opportunity to refine your skill. You've developed a touch that would indicate extraordinary talent in such a short time as well. But you still have a long way ahead of you. What happens next all depends on you.
Edge is an important resource for berserkers when using their abilities. Consume Edge and perform Solar Rider to deal more damage. Strike is an important resource when using the core move Cloud Ripper. Cast Wind Cleaver when hitting the target to recharge Strike. Hold down the button to charge Cloud Ripper. If charging is performed longer, the number of charges can increase and Strike can be consumed. Hold down the button to charge Cloud Ripper. If charging is performed longer, the number of charges can increase and Strike can be consumed. The charge level and Strike can increase the strength and range of skills.
Ah, there you are. I've been awaiting you for quite some time. Back when we said our goodbyes, I would never have thought you'd have become the hero of the Valley of 100 Grasses the next time I saw you. I would have liked to chat more, but the madman from Chu sent you to me because of a serious matter. Come, I have prepared everything for you. It looks unremarkable, but its origins are special. I asked Lieutenant Yu Chen-Ching to produce the mechanisms for us, which are required for teaching. If you can stay inside for 5 minutes and then make it out successfully, you pass the test. We, the berserkers, live by wine and by the sword. The people may judge whether our sword techniques are good or not, but when it comes to drinking, no one can match us. The madman from Chu thinks I'm still young. So... back already. Not bad. You see, the madman from Chu tested my movement technique back in the day. He praised me for... These days, I think, what's the point of it all? No matter how fast I move, I could never catch up to the deceased. Here, take the green mountain jug. When we berserker students are out and about, we use it to exchange news. I'll teach you...